Hi everyone, it's July 1st. This is the weekly Drupal Media Team Scrum that's held every Tuesday, at least US time in the morning. Um, and my name is Dave Reed. I'm currently one of the people working on Drupal Media in Drupal 7 and Drupal 8. And this is just our weekly Scrum where we give an update on what we worked on, what blockers we have, and just kind of general discussions if we need it at the end. We are also in the Pound Drupal-Media IRC channel on the Freenode network. So you feel free to join us there. And there we've also posted our Scrum notes, which we have in Hackpad. So we collaboratively have the agenda and our meeting notes and upcoming events and all that kind of stuff. And there's a YouTube link as well, where you can watch this either live or later if you'd like. So it looks to be just Yanis and myself. So we'll get just right down, and it'll probably be a quick Scrum here.
Yeah, it looks.
Yeah. So let's see. For myself, I haven't had much progress just because I'm so heads down with the client project that's still kicking off. So I haven't had a lot of work to show for it, unfortunately. I still have the intentions. I did review the entity browser architecture document, and I pretty much liked what was in there. I think it was really good. I had a few questions about stuff, but I think Iana's already kind of replied to those. So I want to maybe give it another review today just to kind of, after my brain has had a couple days to think about it again. But I think we could probably start making out, or I think start filing out tasks for those, which I think we've already done in the issue queue. So I might grab a couple of those, start working on those, and see how I can help. Let's see. We do have news about our Amsterdam submission. I'm not sure if I can publicly say it, but I'll tell Giannis since he's my co-presenter later. I'm not supposed to share it, so, but it is good news. So, like I expected. So, other than that, I don't have really any blockers. Yeah, that's it for me. Take it away, Giannis.
Yeah. So yeah, I was also quite busy, so not much progress. Mostly answering your thoughts about anti-browser thingy. I would really like to see even more feedback from other people because it's important because this is probably one of the most important parts for this project to get the architecture right. But I'm totally aware that it's quite complex and it takes time for people to wrap their heads around. It basically took me like 2 weeks to come up with it. So. Yeah, there are some tasks in the issue queue. I was also planning to grab one or two, maybe tonight. I'll see. And yeah, then we can definitely start working on it. And sure, if you have any other thoughts, it would be great to discuss it. Maybe we can also do it in RC. It's quicker. And then maybe just post the update up there.
Yeah.
Also spend some time with Shandan about the embed project. Went through the issue queue of entity embed today. Checked how many issues are there that are still open. So just to make sure to keep him busy. And I'm just a little bit afraid that he will be more and more dependent on entity browser. So we have to push that forward, or I don't know. Maybe we can also ask him if he wants to give a hand with that. We'll see. Yeah, and that's also mostly it for myself. Still nothing new about Zurich Sprint. It's great to hear good news about Amsterdam, you, you didn't share the news, but you said that they're good news. So
That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah, yeah, and that's mostly it. I
Cool.
guess it's already kind of vacation period, right? In the US, you have holiday on Friday, so probably
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
that affects participation, and it's totally understandable.
Yeah, I mean, we had a low turnout last week too, so I kind of had on the agenda to discuss if maybe we should like alternate to a different time, because I know that we have a lot of people like at previous Next who are wanting to help with D8 stuff, and this time in the morning generally is not a good time for them, or people in India or Asia, that side of the Pacific. Um, should we? Is it something that's hindering participation by having this time? Is this something we should try? What are your thoughts?
So yeah, I mean this time works for me. The fact that it's every week, it's not a huge problem for me. Last week they had a last minute meeting at work, so I had to skip it. But I think like it's quite a big responsibility to have it every week.
Mm-hmm.
But from the other hand, it also um, it I still believe that it helps, it helps driving things forward a little bit more because you have to have something to tell every week, if nothing else, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah,
I mean,
but yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's too much, but one thing that I'm afraid is if we go to bi-weekly, um, it maybe turn out that then we will just go to monthly, and you
mhm.
know, and then if we go down that route, um, we can, it could happen that it stops again. In terms of time, yeah, it would be great to include Australian people. Um, I'm not sure what time. I mean, it will be strange time for at least some of us.
Mhm.
So, so I'm personally quite an evening person. So, if we schedule this for a later time, I can usually handle it. So if I'm totally okay adapting to something like this if we can include more people.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like we haven't had participation from any of the Scald maintainers um, recently on the scrums or in the issue queues. I
True.
think like I feel like it's been an opportunity that's fallen off, and communication that's fallen off. Um, and I thought this time was beneficial to those people. So maybe it's worth reaching out, like, hey, what can we do to help just get back on in communication? Um,
Sure. I
so
can I can try to do that.
okay, that'd be great.
If you want. Yeah, sure, definitely. Yeah, and also just now was participating from this team, so it would be great to get even more of them in here. I can definitely reach out with them and see what's going on and
Okay,
how we can help.
yeah, that would be really helpful since I'd still love to have their participation. Um,
Yeah,
I think
sure,
it's
me
really
too.
valuable. So, and I know, and I was kind of thinking like, not necessarily bi-weekly, but just kind of alternating, like Tuesday morning U.S. time, one week Tuesday p.m., another week. So it's like
Yeah.
people who can participate only really have an obligation to be on every other week, and maybe
hmm
that's better.
Yeah, that would
And
probably
more
help
inclusive.
help including you know people from different time zones.
Hmm.
So I think that's probably a good idea.
Okay, let's experiment with that format then. I'll maybe get a doodle set up and maybe share it around, see if people are interested in a alternate time hangout, um, and what times would be best for them. Um,
Yeah, and when you do that, I can also ping previous next folks
okay,
to to get their attention about that so they can give feedback.
sounds great. Okay, that'll be so. I think for next week, let's still do the same time, but let's start exploring that alternate time
Yeah,
as our next action. So we're not
yeah,
going too
sure.
fast into it. Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good.
In terms of sprints, one of the Cedric from OVS, like Scout people, reached out like last week, and he was mentioning that they have a sprint. I don't remember anymore when,
Hmm.
but it's not like super soonish. So I will also ask about that. Um,
Okay,
yeah, so they will have a sprint in France, trying to focus on D8. Um, Probably late summer, maybe September, something like that. I might be wrong, but I think it's like this,
gotcha. Was it a
roughly
media
this
focused sprint
period.
or just like a general D8 sprint?
I understood it was like media focus sprint.
Yeah, that's frustrating because I had no idea about that.
Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, I should.
Hmm.
I don't remember anymore which day they reached out. I should probably told that last week when uh, I skipped the meeting.
Okay,
Um, yeah, I will definitely try to do my best that everything works well with that. Don't worry.
okay, I appreciate that very much,
Yeah,
and your effort to reach out for that. So thank you. Um,
that's my pleasure.
all right, do we have anything else to cover, or should we adjourn?
That's it from my side.
Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching along, those who watched. And feel free, even if you don't have anything to update on, you're more than welcome to join the Hangout. You'll have to join IRC to get the link. But we'll plan on this time next week, and I'll get all the things set up today for that. Um, and thank you, Johannes, for joining.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Yep, you too.
Bye.
Bye.